Greetings and welcome to the summary of the live letter 83 that just took place live on the Tokyo Game Show. This will mainly feature the content of 7.1, which will release mid-November. Starting with the new main scenario quests, and according to player feedback, they want to delve deeper into the background story of Zoraal. Furthermore, there will be new allied society quests from the Pillow that players can use for leveling, which you should definitely do because this is kinda the best leveling method in each expansion, at least when it comes to time to EXP relation. There will also be new custom deliveries and additional job and role quests that will serve as the conclusion to that storyline, so make sure to complete the role and job quests before 7.1 hits the live servers. And new Wako Meki Meki quests will be added, as well as more Hildebrand content. Above that, they will add new Game Plus features up to 7.0, in which you will also be able to revisit the final area before the MSQ changed its appearance. Additionally, they plan to improve the new player's experience by updating the Novice Hall features. Yoshida talks about how they want to inform the player a bit more about how mechanics work, and they felt that the current Novice Hall didn't explain that very well, so they are reworking that. For PvP, they want to prevent jobs being nerfed and aim for easier gameplay. They want to maintain the balance by buffing instead. Also, they want to update the hit detection system and action execution, so they are basically redefining the hit detection code to make PvP feel snappier. I hope that this is really doing something, because this is literally the biggest issue I have with PvP in Final Fantasy XIV. Also, arena improvements will take place, plus the required balancing changes due to the introduction of Viper and Pictomancer. And of course, there will be a new PvP series. Now to the more meaty part, how Yoshida described it. There will be a new dungeon that even the boss himself didn't know how to pronounce, so they are excited to see how the player base will pronounce it. When you see glasses in Final Fantasy dungeons, they might be breaking, right? But now to the big part, Echoes of Vana'diel, which will feature the new Alliance raid in Dawntrail with the Final Fantasy XI collaboration. Currently they are entering the stage of final approval, the prototype is already finished. The design is also being supported by the team responsible for Final Fantasy XI. From its lore, the Alliance raid is made to not require any knowledge from Final Fantasy XI, so that new players and Final Fantasy XIV players can still enjoy it. But it will try to create incentive to try out Final Fantasy XI for yourself, when you like the raid, as Team Yoshida is also supervising that game now. The new trial, Minstrel's Ballad's Fiend's Burden. They listen to feedback on how some players have issues with the normal version, but if those player nightmare mechanics will appear in Extreme Trial is yet to be seen. But there's also the new Unreal trial, the Jade Store Unreal, in which Yoshida told the community that he doesn't like the song he was involved with, so he hopes for some Soken magic to improve it. But yeah, there's also a new battle content, namely Chaotic Alliance raids. They don't want to make it as hard as Ultimate and make people quit because of it, but it's aimed at extreme difficulty level and only Ozma will be the Savage level stage. The Cloud of Darkness will be the first part, and for now they have planned only one Chaotic Alliance raid, and you're basically going into the fight shown on the screen directly without any trash mobs. They plan to add more of this content according to the player feedback they are receiving. And this will also feature unique rewards, which Yoshida will specify in part 2 of the live letter. Next we have the new Ultimate raid, Futures Rewritten Ultimate, which will feature the Eden raid series with Gaia and Reen, but also some other familiar characters. The order of bosses is not sorted here, so you could expect them in different order of appearance. And they don't want to show too much though to avoid spoilers. They just mentioned that you should get hyped about that. Which I think goes for all the players that participate in Ultimate content, and that also like the Eden Savage raid. Then there will also be some Dome and Mahjong updates with science commentary, and the voice packs can also be purchased using MGP. Here they're showing some of the voice lines that Alphinaud is speaking, and Yoshida told that he's a bit scared about the voice lines of Y'shtola. And that's basically it for 7.1 content so far. Nonetheless, there are also some changes to housing content, which will feature changing the interior from different places more flexibly now. The region limits are being lifted and they will add new interior designs like seen on the screenshot. Which means 7.1 houses can now be used without pillars, and Yoshida thanks everyone waiting for that feature. The interior are also free of charge. Even if not shown yet, there will be several updates and fixes to the graphics of Final Fantasy XIV, as had been announced earlier and will be implemented in 7.1. Yoshida asks to check the lodestone for further info, but might also talk about that in the next part of the live letter. And that's basically it so far. I hope my little summary didn't leave out some important parts, but you should better make sure to check out Mione's, Cole's or Mr. Happy's versions of this as well. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of the weekend. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy and keep loving Final Fantasy.